Welcome back to Birds or Drones. I'm your host, Micah Cordley. Yesterday, one eyewitness gave verbal account of suspicious bird activity down in the Frank G. Bonelli Regional Park. Our very own B.A.D. reporter, Annika Jones, is with the witness this morning. Take it away, Annika.
Thank you, Micah. This is Annika Jones reporting to you live from Frank G. Bonelli Regional Park here in San Dimas, California. Today, I have a man who says he has witnessed something strange. Sir, what's your name? Good morning.
My name is Brandon McConaughey.
And what is it exactly that you say you've seen here today?
I've seen one of them government spy drones disguised as the birds. I seen them here.
I'm sorry, I don't think I understand what you mean. What government drones?
The government is putting drones disguised as the birds, all right? They're spying on us, all right? This is all because of Joe Biden. It is all his fault.
So you think that all the birds around us are actually government spies?
Yes, they're all spying on us and sending their data right to Joe Biden so he can watch us.
Oh, okay. Was today the first time that you spotted one of these drones?
No, I seen them here. I seen them here all the time. They're always watching me when I'm out here on my walks.
Okay, and can you describe to me what this drone looks like?
So this one, I seen one without the disguise on. It's like damaged. It's like a little black little drone. And without the disguise, it's like really fast. So you might be hard to see it, but we really need to find it. Because I've been posting on the Facebook, but nobody believes me. All right? I've been getting all these dislikes. They don't think it's real. So we have to find it to show that I'm being truthful here.
All right. Well, we are going to try and find one of these government drones, okay? We'll get right back to you. All right. So we are here by this creek searching for the birds still. Is this where you normally see them? Have you seen any so far?
I've seen them here a couple times. You know, I don't really see them yet, but I'm hearing them. So we're on their trail. I'm really hearing them. Definitely getting close.
All right. We will keep looking for these drones. We're getting through some tough terrain right now. Really trying to expose these drones.
Hurry up, lady.
Still nothing so far. We do hear the birds though.
I can hear them. Hear that? I'm hearing them. Getting close. We're getting close.
Oh, look, there's some geese right there. Okay, Brandon, so was the size of the drone about the size of those geese or the size of those smaller birds in the water right there?
It's like a mix between the two. Wasn't as big as those, but it's probably a little bigger than those little guys in the water.
And you are telling me that you do not believe any of these birds are actually birds?
Oh, look at them go. Look at them go. Look at, they just activated their propellers. Look at, they're out of here. They're going to go spy on somebody right now. Look at these guys in the water. They got some advanced technology so that they don't get like hurt in the water, you know? Because like you can't bring electronics in the water. They got some good technology on these guys so that they don't get hurt by the water.
Okay, there you have it. We have found...
Oh, look at this. Look at, they're coming over spying on us. Look at, hey, Joe Biden. Hey, how you doing, buddy?
There you have it. We have found some of the birds. Still no sign of the bird without its disguise, the drone without its disguise. We'll keep looking, though. All right, well, it looks like we didn't find anything here at Frank G. Bonelli Regional Park. Looks like I'm going to have to send it back to you in the studio, Micah. This is Annika Jones.
There. Look at it. I knew I was right. I knew it. Look, it's right there.
Okay. We have eyes on the drone. Brandon was telling the truth. This is actually happening. We do see one of these government drones. Oh, it looks like it's getting closer. Okay, I think I need to get out of here too. Oh no. Cut the cameras.
Oh, goodness. I'm sure they're fine, though. After all, those were just birds, right? Hopefully, conspiracy theorist John Aguilera can help explain what's going on, why birds are so suspicious. John?
Greetings, all believers. Sorry about the hair in the messy bed. I just woke up. I got the call that I was going to be on the news for sharing the truth, and I'm just excited to be here. Anyway, let's get into the meat and bones of this conspiracy theory. Pansy liberals may need to sit down for this one. Here we go. We already know that birds are government spy drones. Crazy. We already know. We already know. And for those of you who are comfortable living under a rock, living in your tiny homes, in your tiny twin bed, being tucked in by Daddy Biden, get a life. And let me give you a little history lesson. October 26th, 2001. Let me look at my notes just to make sure I get this right. The Patriot Act was signed. Supposedly there was a move to counter terrorism in the States, when really, drones were unveiled. The reason why I paused for a moment was because this next fact that I'm going to be telling you is actually quite tragic. It was no coincidence that the act was signed before the winter hit. When winter began, I'm sorry, I just get a little choked up at this part. I'll tough it out. I'll tough it out for the birds. When winter began, the NSA unleashed a bioweapon into the bird population, killing 99% of all birds. May we please have a moment of silence to remember birds. Okay, anyway. How did no one notice that all birds are dying, you may be asking yourself? Well, if you would use your head and think for at least a second, it's actually quite obvious. If it's wintertime, then birds fly south. If they are in the south, no one would have noticed their disappearance. Then, in the next spring, new birds migrate back to the north, when really these birds are the drones that the government has created. These new birds have... Let me again check my notes. Sorry, I'm just making sure I get these facts right. I need to tell you guys the truth, and nothing but the truth. These new birds carry HD cameras, microphones, speakers to make their awful tweeting noises, and high-tech animatronic bodies that resemble real bird movements, while all being battery-powered. But if they're battery-powered, then how do they recharge? The fact that you hypothetically asked that question worries me. If they are running out of battery, they just fly back south to whatever government base has bird repair shops or recharge or update spying software or whatever they need. And don't even get me started on the fake meat that they put inside of these birds. Next time you see roadkill or go hunting for birds, better take a closer look at what's actually inside their bodies. Be wary of all birds you see. Even if you see some during the winter, they may be developing drones that can better be suited for colder climates. Daddy Biden just loves to throw curveballs at us, doesn't he? Anyway, my time here is up. Thank you, Micah, for giving me this opportunity to be on the news and spreading the real truth, the honest truth. And for all you viewers, next time you say the Pledge of Allegiance, keep in mind that godforsaken eagle that supposedly oversees all of America. Anyway, peace out, all believers. Thank you for listening.
Alright, thank you, John, for that very insightful information. Next up, we have our very own field reporter, Krupa Darshan. Take it away, Krupa Darshan.
We are here live on the field, reporting about some sightings of birds. Our sources claim that these strange sightings hint to a sinister and dark truth. Is this far from the reality of the situation? Let's dive deeper and find out. Some of these ducks have wandered closer to the shore. Perhaps they're trying to get a better visual upon us as they record us. It is not certain from their behaviors and their mannerisms that they are indeed drones. But the sources claim otherwise. Here we have some white swans that our sources claim may be drones. It seems that they're peacefully floating across the lake, but perhaps they're secretly recording our every movement. Who knows? But this is the truth that I was informed about. Here we see a big flock of ducks coming closer to the park goers who are obliviously walking by. It seems the birds are trying to collect more data. Could this hint to their deeper sinister nature of being drones? Perhaps so. We even see one flying overhead. These drones perhaps are trying to find out what I'm doing here, trying to uncover their secrets. Here we have a massive flock coming in for a landing, perhaps to recharge. Fascinating. Something must have spooked the birds into taking off. Perhaps it was the passerbys with their phones out, trying to record their actions.
Alright, thank you Krupa Darshan for taking us into the field and getting us an up close and personal look at the birds themselves. I mean drones themselves. Last up, I want to invite Michael Sanchez. He is a bird expert, drone expert, and yeah, hopefully he'll explain more about what's going on. Take it away, Michael.
Oh, good heavens, didn't see you there. It appears you've interrupted me bird watching, or as some might call it, drone watching. Don't get me started on these imbeciles that believe birds are drones. Surely you've heard the news. Everybody's been raging about it. Anyways, I'm here as an avid bird watcher to disprove these theories that are going around that I see as absolute rubbish. For my first point, why would we as humans dedicate items for the pleasure and well-being of birds if they were simply robots? It's quite ludicrous. For example, here we have what is commonly referred to as a bird feeder. Now we all know robots and drones don't eat food. Why would they need this? Our next object dedicated to birds is this weird metal statue. It really has no point, but I think it's quite hilarious and a bit cheeky. And last, but definitely not least, is the famous bird bath. Now think about it for a second. Why would a drone need a bath full of water? If robots get harmed by water, it makes no sense. It's quite illogical for one to put out a bath for a drone. Think about it. It's ludicrous. My second point. All throughout human history, birds have existed. Have robots existed? No. And also, there's thousands of different species of birds, perhaps a million. Why would we do that? Why not just have one stereotypical bird that could be seen as a drone? It doesn't make sense. Now to further my points, we bring out the 3rd edition National Geographic Field Guide to the Birds of North America, completely revised and updated with 80 new species. Now just opening up, looking at the ringed kingfisher. Why would Joe Biden and the American government make a bird as bright and beautiful as this if it wanted to be secret and spy on its citizens? It doesn't make sense. Anybody could see this bird from a mile away. Next we have the woodpecker. Woodpeckers make tremendous sound peckering the wood and going about their business. It's quite loud. Everybody can notice them from a mile away. Not very stealthy. And the list just keeps going on with these brightly colored, extravagant birds. I don't see this logic in it. For my last point, we bring in this little fellow right here. A little cat. Now, birds have predators. Many different species of animals. Cats, snakes, other birds. The list goes on. But if birds were drones, made out of metal and wiring, these fellas cannot eat them and not gain the nutritional benefits from them, simply further proving the point that birds are not drones. They're animals of flesh. And thus, I digress. Watching this highly educational and informative video by myself, the bird expert, I think any logical person would come to their senses and make the conclusion that birds are real. Now time to get back to bird watching. Ta-ta!
All right, thank you, Michael, for that insightful information. And thank you everyone for attending this program, and I hope by the end of tonight you can answer the question for yourselves. Are birds drones? I've been your host, Micah Cordley. Thank you and good night.